It is Chris Hodge and
Drew
from Unorganized Play, and we are going to actually play basically a time filler game. It is called Onitama. This is essentially elegant chess. It's a game of total information that you will always know what you're able to do at any given time. And you have a master and 4 pawns, and the goal of the game, you can win 2 ways, by taking your opponent's master or getting your master to sit on the opposing master's throne. I can just open this up and show you because it's super simple, super fast, and as soon as I figure out which end of the box is the openness end of the game mat, it's literally a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 5. Well, we already decided this before filming. Drew was going to be the red side, and I was going to be the blue side. The game comes with 10 pieces. It comes with 2 masters, a blue master, and a red master.
Or gray for some of us.
We'll put pictures in a corner, one of them, I don't know which corner. So that will be the masters. And then it comes with 4 pawns of each color. You got your red pawns and your blue pawns, and it literally sets up with your master on the throne of your own color, and your pawns in a row on the opposing side. Now, like I said, the object of the game is to move your pawns or your master, depending on how the cards are, and we'll get into those in a second, to take the opposing master or to get your master on the opposing throne. And those are the 2 ways to victory in this game. Inside the box comes 16 cards, and each of these cards has designated movement. Now, the way this works is that any pawn or your master can move in any of the ways that are based on the card. We'll put a sample card in a corner somewhere. And you are essentially the black dot in the middle, and any of the shaded in areas are the ways you can move. Now, even though the game comes with 16 cards, you will only ever have 5 cards at a time. That is it. Once the initial 5 cards are picked, those are the only 5 moves that can happen during that game. So, obviously, somebody who's much better at math can figure out the different types of configurations of, drawing the 5 random cards out of 16. I'm not that good at math, so moves, and pool. So the way the game works is each player gets 2 moves, and there is a move on the side of the board. Now, to determine first player, you look at the color of the move that's in the pool in the bottom right-hand corner, which we'll have a picture somewhere, and it so happens in this case to be red. So red will get the first move. Now, red will have 2 movement cards. They get to choose one of those 2 moves, move a pawn or their master in that direction, and then that move would go to the pool, and they would take the move out of the pool. So basically, you would always be cycling cards, because when I make my move, I would take his original move. It's a really simple game. It literally took me 5 minutes to learn, and fancy chess.
Yeah, it's a program move chess. It seems like we previously played 1 game, and thinking of what moves that you have to do or what moves that you potentially want to plan actually become a thing. Since if I did a move, and for example, I used crane as a move, all the cards come with a name on them and a small saying. For example, crane says, "Make no unnecessary movement, conserving your strength until the time is right to strike. The true art is a symphony of graceful strikes." So if I decided to use this card for movement, it allows me 1 forward move. For example, if I pick this model, he can move 1 space forward, or if I had no models adjacent to me, I could move left or right. Obviously, I cannot go left or right since this is the board edge and there's another model here. Now, for example, if I was here, I decided to play crane, I can either move forward a step or to the sides, left and right. And the important part of planning is once I use this card, let's just say I use it to move a step forward, it automatically cycles with the card that's in the center or kept away. So I cannot just spam the same move over and over, even though some cards do have similar type moves. They're not all the same. So the strategy continues to keep changing. So you may decide oh, this card is really good, trying to set it up. If I take the chance of putting it out too early, he has a chance to get it, and I may never get that card again. Or rather, I may not get it at the opportune moment that I'm looking for.
Yeah, I may sit on that card knowing that if, like, your Tiger card that you started with, it's a 2 move forward or a 1 move backward. So I may look at that and think, oh, he may be trying to steal my throne. I don't want to ever give you that card to let you jump 2 spaces. I'm going to keep giving you the cards that don't let you move in the manner in which you're trying to get.
To move.
Yeah.
So it was pretty interesting when I first saw this. It is very, I wouldn't say a really quick game, but it's a nice little pocket game. I think you believe it's at retail at
$30 in Barnes & Noble, and their prices are a little bit higher than a couple of other places where you can go online. But this is a really good, quick game, even for someone who doesn't normally play games. And obviously, if you're going up against somebody who's very good at chess, they may have an advantage over you. But with the randomly dealt cards and the way it cycles, where the pawns and the masters don't move in a regular way, even if you're not so good at chess, you'd be able to pick this up and play this and actually do rather well in it.
Yeah, I feel because none of the moves are programmed, for example, these smaller guys aren't just pawns. They don't always have the same move.
No.
Because you have to program your move, and your move is dictated by the card you picked, this little guy could be as strong as your king or your leader. But obviously, your leader has importance, as if he goes down, you lose the game. So you want to make sure to keep an eye on him. But you also have the versatility of a single, for the purpose, we can call him a pawn,
Yeah.
can do advanced moves, whereas in chess he would not be able to.
Yeah. So, like I said, we take the move that's in the pool, and we take the color in the bottom right-hand corner of it, which happens to be red, and that determines who's the first player. So the first player in this game will be Drew. So now it's his move, and he gets to choose which one of his 2 cards he's going to do.
So I'm going to do Crane,
Okay.
and I can move 1 forward. And now I have to take the Mantis card.
Okay. Now I started with 2 moves that are very similar. They're actually the mirror opposites of each other, frog and rabbit. So I'm going to take a frog move, which I'm going to take 1 and move it right in front. Now, the frog move filters out for me, and I get Drew's original crane move.
I think I'm going to go with Mantis.
So now, looking ahead, I know he has the tiger, which can land him 2 spaces forward, and I don't really have a move to retaliate against if he throws a guy in my corner, because the crane doesn't have a left-right move, and rabbit only has a move 2 to the right. So I'm going to try to stop this pawn from just taking one of my pawns without having any recourse whatsoever. And I am going to do a rabbit move. Now I get the Mantis card.
Frog.
Okay. Now, Drew left himself in a position that I don't think he'd be able to capture me if I make a Mantis move, pawn on pawn. Now, it's important to note that if you land in the spot of an opposing pawn, you take that and it's removed from the board, just like in chess. You can never land on the spot of your own pawn or master, and you can't voluntarily walk off the board. So now it is back over to Drew.
And I use rabbit, and I slowly advance. There's no rhyme or method to what I do, but Hodge definitely does think about my moves more than I do.
So thinking that I know I'm going to get the rabbit move, I will make a frog move with my last pawn in the corner there.
Going for the Mantis.
Now I kind of see what he's doing. I kind of see what he's doing here. So now I'm in an interesting spot because I know one of my guys is going to die regardless. And I'm not going to have much to do. So I am going to make a crane move and just go one forward, taking the mantis.
Going to have to frog, and I'm going to have to take that pawn out.
All right, so in retaliation, I have really nothing I can do. And I'm in trouble. Because he has a crane move, which can allow him to move one forward. And you know what? I think he just beat me. So I have a mantis move, which means I can move my master here. Can't, because my own model. Or here. Can't, because my own model. Backwards one. Can't, because that's off the board. I have a rapid move, which moves me one back. Can't. I have a move that would take me up one. Can't. And then I have a move that would take me up one and back one, which is my only move that I can make. And now that allows him to just do whatever he wants. I almost lost right there. I literally had one move to do. And like the first 4 turns of careful planning of taking your pawns, now I'm pretty much at your whim. The only good news is that you don't have side-to-side moves. You don't have side-to-side moves. Get out of here. You don't. That's the whole that's the whole reason why I allowed my guys to stay in a line. You didn't have any horizontal moves. You only have vertical and backwards.
The patient crane.
Now it says this game should be played in 15 minutes, so it implies that you should not be thinking. And I think far too much in situations such as this. So this move would put me here. No. It's one this way and then one that way. No, I would die. That would be GG's. You have a move that takes you backwards too, which is dangerous. You don't have anything that moves you. Yeah, you do have something that moves you 2 to the right. So I'm going to make a frog move right there.
I'm going to have to use my tiger.
I've been waiting for you to use it.
Well, I mean, that would have been checkmate.
Yeah, I know. That's,
I had to use it. I had to use the tiger. That's tiger's out of the cage.
So I will use my mantis move.
Rabbit across.
Use a crane to move myself 1 forward. Now it is important to note that you can take someone's master with your master. You can take it with a pawn, you can take it with anything. I have a sneaking feeling that he's kind of going for my chair, and that's not good. That's bad news bears for me. You also have moves that can put you in a lot of...
You gotta kill me now.
I gotta kill you now because you have a move that can land you on my chair next turn.
Yep.
And I don't think I can kill you. no matter what I do, it looks like that's GG.
You
So
waited too long to use a tiger.
yep. So if I even move one back, which would put it in a blind spot,
I could either, checkmate. Since I can either crane and go forward,
to kill me.
or I can do mantis and take the crown. I think I'll kill you. Oh man.
And
that was the game.
Onitama.
Onitama.
It's literally $30, 15-minute game. You don't have to be good or do any planning whatsoever, as just proven as me trying to plan and him just going, I'm going to go forward and kill you.
Or is it a master plan? I mean, we never know. Moments of brilliance, they say.
Again, 16 cards come in the base box, and so that pretty much ensures that every time you play this game, it's going to be a different combination of movement cards. So it gives
we
you a
only
different play
played
style.
one game prior, and we didn't really finish it, so I had a minor primer in it. But it is a really simple game. There's no rules or a rod or anything like that. They don't even really need a rule book.
Yeah,
and all that. And it's a nice, quick little fun game, and it comes with its own little mat.
I actually really like the play mat too. The art on the play mat is pretty nice. It's supposed to be like martial arts Japan.
Yeah, so it's a nice little game. Guys, check it out. Onitama by who makes this?
I believe this is Arcane Wonders. Is that? Yeah, Arcane Wonders.
By Arcane Wonders. Check it out, guys. And so this is
Chris Hodge.
and Andrew Wong. Thanks for watching, guys, and hope you check this game out.